Democratic Party and the Nigerian public to a petition before Chief Justice of Nigeria and Chairman of the National Judicial Council, NJC, against Honorable Justice A.L. Akintola of the Oyo State High Court. The petition dated November 5, 2025, and duly received by the Office of the Chief Justice of Nigeria on November 6, 2025, and was submitted by my humble self, Elder Abraham Ama, and George Turner, the three petitioners that went to Federal High Court. On behalf of ourselves and our critical stakeholders of our party. The petition raises serious concerns over what is described as act of judicial recklessness, impunity, and flagrant violation of established legal processes by Justice Akintola, particularly in her decision to issue an ex parte order on November 4th, permitting the conduct of the PDP National Convention in Ibadan, slated for November 15 and 16, 2025. This order, according to us, directly contradicts a valid and subsisting judgment of the Federal High Court, Abuja, delivered on the 31st of August 2025 by Justice Omotoso in a suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/2120/2025, which had expressly restrained the party from holding its convention on the same dates. We rightly contend that Justice Akintola's action amounts to sitting on appeal over a judgment of a court of coordinate jurisdiction, an act that undermines judicial hierarchy and the sanctity of the rule of law. This disturbing development not only threatens the integrity of the Nigerian judiciary, but also risks setting a dangerous precedent capable of ending public confidence in the justice system of our country. We therefore call on the National Judicial Council, NJC, to urgently investigate this matter and take decisive action, just as it had done in similar cases involving judicial misconduct in Rivers State, Imo State, and other jurisdictions. If you recall, ladies and gentlemen, when the petition of the Rivers State issue and Imo State was submitted, even on the pages of newspapers, the NJC moved immediately and justice was done. But we are surprised that this petition has been submitted and received since the 6th day of November, and today is the 12th. No action has happened. Maybe the people who received it in the office of the CJN are yet to transmit it to the appropriate quarters, because I know that this current NJC are very erudite people and they know their onions and they don't joke with issues like this. So we are asking for swift action on this matter, given the nature of it. It is timeous and it is very, very strong that they look into it and do justice. Just as I've done earlier in similar cases that I've read, that the NJC must reaffirm its commitment to discipline, in impartiality, and the preservation of judicial integrity by ensuring that errant judicial officers are held accountable without delay. The Nigerian judiciary must remain the last hope of the common man and not a tool in the hands of those seeking to subvert justice for political expediency. The NJC's prompt and transparent action on this petition will go a long way in restoring faith in the judiciary and reinforcing the principle that no one, no matter how highly placed, is above the law. It is very important to emphasize again that the Oyo State High Court have no judicial authority to sit on appeal over a judgment delivered by a federal high court. These people who went to federal high court, Ibadan High Court to obtain this order of, this order asking them to go ahead with the convention, are already on appeal on the judgment delivered on 31st of October by Honorable Justice Omotoso. So why then are they in a haste to abandon the appeal that they've entered and rush to Ibadan, where Governor Makinde holds sway and procure what we call a very, very illegal order of a court? Because the Federal High Court judgment can only be appealed against through the process of the appellate court. And not going to get an order from Ibadan where the governor has authority and commands all what it takes to get that particular order. And I want us to also know that this order came after the Federal High Court in a 95-page judgment, which I've never seen in the history of legal jurisprudence. Because Omotoso, Justice Omotoso took time to look into the matters, look into the complaints of the plaintiffs, and found out that there are credible reasons surrounding our petition to that court. So I see no reason whatsoever Justice A.L. Omotoso would jump into giving an order that has already been given for the parties to maintain status quo. Akintola. So the Akintola judgment, for me, is laughable. It is not what we should be discussing here. But I want NJC to carefully and earnestly look into this matter and give justice to whom justice is deserving. Thank you very much.